Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Zesty and Spicy Kitchen. Today we're starting a new series which will mainly focus on the food, and I thought for the launch of this recipe focus series, it will be cool to start up with the first fancy baking project that I've learned on my culinary journey, pâte à choux. You know that beautiful puff dough used to make chocolate eclair, profiteroles, chouquettes, choux, craquelin, and so much more? Well, that's what we'll be making today, and don't worry, it all seems fancy, but it's pretty easy. As usual, the ingredients for the recipe are written in the description box below. Ready to go? Let's start. First, we'll bring some water and butter to a boil in a small saucepan on medium-high heat. Once it's boiling, remove it from the heat, drop the flour, bring it back, reduce the heat, and start mixing. Whoops, I made a little mess there. So we want all the flour to be hydrated, and it gets easier when we press down on the mixture to break apart any clumps that could have formed. Keep cooking it on medium-low heat for a minute or two before transferring it to a mixing bowl. There should be a small film of dough getting stuck at the bottom of your pan, and this is how you know when to get it off the stove. Leave the dough to rest in your mixing bowl for at least 5 minutes until it cools down. Once that's done, time for the heavy lifting. Joke. Okay, honestly, this is the only tricky part in the whole recipe, but a sturdy spatula or wooden spoon will make this task way more enjoyable. Remember that no matter what happened, you totally got this. So we want to add one egg at a time, and trust me on this one, you really do not want to add them all at the same time. To make it easier on yourself, start breaking apart the egg while slicing through the dough until it has broken into smaller pieces. Then start pressing on the egg and dough mixture to help them combine. This will take a few minutes, and you might be thinking halfway through the process that the egg will never incorporate, but it will. Just keep going until it does. Once the first egg has been combined and the dough is back to its silky smooth texture, it's time to add the second one and repeat the process. And voila! You're officially done, and you can either bake it now or leave it in the fridge up to 4 or 5 days. If you're baking it now, like I've done here for the choux au craquelin, preheat your oven at 375 Fahrenheit, line a silk pad or parchment paper on a baking sheet, and get piping. Pipe your choux, chouquette, eclair, gougères, or whatever else you're making, and bake them from 40 to 45 minutes. Now, depending on the project you're baking, and this is optional, but you can also brush them with a little egg wash, which will give you a nice browning on the top. And voila! Bon appétit! You've made this basic but fancy baking project, and now you're ready to let your imagination run wild. Pâte à choux is so versatile, and I'm looking forward to reading your comment about your upcoming delicious creations. As usual, if you like this recipe, remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. And I'm going to catch you in my next one. Bye!